So, what got you into fighting? Why do you fight? I don't know if we talked about that at all.
No, I don't think we covered that.
Yeah.
Well, it's always been a super big passion of mine. I've always liked it. I just clung to it right away. And not even that I grew up getting in a lot of fights or anything. You know, I got in my fair share of neighborhood brawls.
Every kid does.
Yeah. You know, but it wasn't even like that. It was just something that I really liked about it being a one-on-one thing. And whether that stemmed from my history in wrestling or whatnot, but you know, when I finished wrestling, I went to school to be an elementary education teacher, and as college started winding down, I was like, do I want to be a teacher, or am I done competing? And I for sure was done wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that. I didn't really want to wrestle anymore. Not that I don't still love it, but my competition for wrestling kind of failed out. And I was like, well, what else do we do? Because as a wrestler, you can go one of two ways. You can go into the Olympic route, which is super difficult, and I was being realistic with myself. I was never going to be on that stage in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could go the MMA route, and I've been in plenty of fights. I didn't mind getting punched in the face. I knew what it took to compete and be a high-level athlete, and that's something that I really wanted to do.
Awesome. What keeps you going? I mean, I'm sure getting hit in the face so many times, you kind of rethink it, you know?
I guess just fulfilling my dream. You know, I've always wanted to be in the UFC. I want to fight on TV. You know, I don't know how else to explain it. It's a cool feeling, and right now I'm way too invested to walk away.
Yeah.
If I walked away now, you know, I didn't get to succeed in any of my goals. I didn't get to reach any of them. Like, I can't stop now. I'm in too deep. I gotta see this one out, and I'm young. I have so much time in my life to go be a teacher, to go be a coach, go pursue other passions.
And maybe not vice versa.
Yeah, you know, I've got a window, maybe 10 years, to be a great fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to make sure that I don't let myself down by not fulfilling that.
Nice. How young are you, by the way?
24.
24. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that's a message to all the 24-year-olds out there right now,
Yeah.
right? Get moving.
Do what you want to do while you can, because
Yeah.
your body's not going to let you do too much.
For sure. Now I know we talked a little bit about this in the massage, but what are some of the highlights? Some of your favorite stories throughout the career?
Yeah.
You know, some of the big ones. You know?
Yeah, the one that I told you already was the first fight.
Uh-huh.
You know, walk out to the first fight and you see the crowd, and you know, your belly kind of drops. And I normally don't get nervous. I didn't get nervous for any big wrestling matches. You know, I told you I'd wrestled on TV before. I was fine with all that.
Mm-hmm.
But as I'm sitting there and, you know, I give my corners a hug, and I'm looking at the cage, and I'm sitting there getting greased up by the little guy with the Vaseline, and I look at the cage and you see a little lock, and then I see through the barbed wire.
That's such a message, man.
Yeah, I see the guy right there, and he looks like he's ready to rip my head off. And I'm sitting here and I started questioning my whole life. Like, oh no, what if I get put out in front of my friends? Like, stop being a you know, you got like the little evil angels on your shoulder telling you that you didn't prepare, you didn't do things right.
Uh-huh.
And it really freaked me out for a little bit. And I was freaked out the whole time. The announcer's sitting there, and in the red corner, we've got this. And I'm still sitting there, oh God, I don't know if I'm ready to do this. Went out, guy threw a front kick right at my face, and I barely missed it. And it skinned my ear, and he put his foot down, and I looked at him, and he really wanted to hurt me. And after that, I was cool. Like, realizing I was in a fight was cool with me. But everything leading up to then, I was scared. I wanted to crap my pants and puke at the same time.
Would have been a visual, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what it took, was getting, like, in the mode, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I needed to get hit. I needed something to happen to snap me. Hey, we're here, we've trained, you're ready, you've done everything right, now let's go get it.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll tell our viewers here a little bit about that first knockout, too. I know I love that story.
Oh, yeah, so another one of my highlights was the first knockout I ever got, and so I'm going, and I'm on top of the guy, and I post up, and I hit him one good. I hit him on the chin, and I watch his chin kind of open up and almost go down into his chest, and immediately his hands kind of stiffen up and his neck stiffens up. And you know, they say don't stop until the ref pulls you off.
Uh-huh.
You know, and you're in the mode, you don't even really realize that he's out right away anyways.
No time to register that.
Yeah, and so I hit him, and I hit him 2 or 3 good times, just kind of lifeless.
Uh-huh.
And you hear my buddy, he's from England, and he's in the background, and he goes, he's f***ing killing him! Pull him off! You know, and he pulled me off, and you look into the You know, all your friends are there, and it wasn't like it was a super big event, but I sold a bunch of tickets, and so my closest friends and family are all there, and it's one of those things. They got a pretty cool picture of it. I put my hands up, and he's knocked out in the back and carried off. You know, so it was a cool little fighter moment for me.
Yeah, yeah. Would you put that as like the holy grail of fight moments? I mean, is everyone in search of that moment?
Yeah, I think that's got to be the thing. I mean, besides getting the UFC strap wrapped around your belt, you know, everyone looks for those little walk-off knockouts that they can talk about.
It's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Favorite junk food?
Oh, I'm bad. I've got a bad sweet tooth. I'm a big ice cream fan.
Nice. What's your favorite ice cream?
Well, flavor kind of changes. Big cheesecake fan.
Nice.
In general, like I like the cheesecake flavor ice
right
cream. You
there
can throw any fruit in there and it's good.
For sure.
You know, I'm not so much into like the chocolates and stuff like that. Maybe like a sweet cream or cheesecake in there. But yeah, that's it. And then
I love hearing this come from like a vicious fighter, by the way.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And then kazoozles. You ever had a kazoozle?
I don't think I have.
So they're like a little licorice, and so it's like it's a red rope, and then on the inside it's filled with like sweet tart.
I've definitely had
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll eat like 3 bags of those in a sitting. I'll munch on some food.
Nice.
Bad sweet tooth, yeah.
Well, I'm sure you build up an appetite with the workouts you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes you just want it.
Sometimes there's no justifying it. It's just gonna happen.
You're just gonna go to the gas station after practice.
That's awesome.
Is what it is.
Favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero?
Yeah.
This one's tough. I'm a pretty big fan of a lot of them. Let's see. I think I gotta go with my favorite. It's gotta be Goku of Dragon Ball Z.
Dude. That's awesome. Wasn't expecting that answer. That's great.
I think mainly because when I was a little kid, I tried to like power up.
Oh, we all did, man.
Like I'd spike my hair up in the mirror, be flexing real hard,
screaming. Yeah, for sure.
So I think I gotta go Goku, and I think he beats all of them anyways.
Nice. I'm down for it. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. If you were to pick only one exercise that you could do, what would it be?
So, are we talking about like an exercise as in like it can be any form of just getting the heart rate up? Sure. I'd wrestle then.
Nice.
You know, it was my first love. I've been doing it since I was 4. Got it on both sides of my family. And as hard as it is and as miserable as it is and as many times as I've hated it, I love it. I love getting in there, roughing somebody up, and without throwing punches at it, so it's not too mean, but you know, there's nothing that can replace a wrestling workout.
Yeah.
You can go run up a mountain, you can go swim, you can go do anything. I'll say it to this day, you can go get in a 15-minute cage fight. Wrestling's the toughest sport there is.
Nice.
So.
Nice. I definitely agree. I mean, just any experience I've had, you have that increased awareness afterwards. I mean, your body is so much more in tune with you. I definitely agree with you, man. Absolutely. I know we talked a little bit about this earlier, but what are some of the misconceptions about fighters that are out there? I mean, professional fighters, when someone hears about that, what do they immediately say? What are all the dumb comments that come out?
We're just barbarians.
Yeah.
You know, we're uneducated, we beat on our wives or girlfriends, you know.
And no manners whatsoever, right?
Yeah. You know, we don't eat with utensils, like we're just terrible human beings. And I hear it, I think the comment I hear the most is when someone will come into the gym and they'll meet my fight team or they'll hang out around us. They're like, oh, I totally didn't expect it. You guys are really chill, down to earth dudes. It's like, well, yeah. You know, we get any sort of maybe anger we ever had out in our life. We punch each other in the face for an hour and a half each day, do these crazy workouts. By the end of the day, I just want to come home, sit on my couch. I don't want to get in a fight. I don't want to be mean to anybody.
Last thing on the list.
Yeah, right? That's the last thing on the list. And you know, I just think people are just really uneducated about it. I don't want to say people are ignorant. They just haven't been around enough fighters. You know, it's a fairly new sport. Mm-hmm. And so there hasn't been much media coverage, and a lot of the media coverage has been for some of our bad eggs in the sport. But you know, in general, I'd say you go and you sit down with any fighter, they're a normal human being, just like any pro athlete.
It's amazing how that works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all wake up, tie on the shoes the same exact way as anybody else.
Why does anyone fail? I at being a good fighter? I mean,
It's a commitment, man, and like we talked about earlier, if you're in it for the money, it's the wrong sport for you because you're not making anything at first.
Yeah.
You know, you're fighting for ticket sales, so you're out there hustling, you're picking up $100 bar sponsor, you know, you're hustling and you're doing all these things. So a lot of people aren't used to living that broke lifestyle that you gotta do. And it's a grind. You know, you're sitting there, not only are you beating your body up, but you're doing this for no pay. You're probably spending a lot of time away from your family because you got to be at the gym multiple times a day. Like it's a tough lifestyle, and it takes a tough human being to do it. And eventually, it's gonna break some people. You know, so it's got to be something that you really are passionate about. Because if you're not, you're what? You're living you're living poorly for no reason.
Yeah.
You know, you're not pursuing a passion that you want to create anymore. I think that's the biggest thing on why. And then I think everyone thinks that they're tough. Everyone thinks that they're tough until they get punched in the face.
Hey, I'm tough.
Yeah, right? and then you see people and they'll start out and they're like, I want to be a fighter. It's like, well, do you? Do you want to not eat for a couple weeks at a time, eat minimally, you know, and then go in and then get hit in the face on top of it while your body's super depleted? Maybe. And then you're probably going to be the one who's going to make it.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe you don't. And it's not for everybody.
Absolutely.
So that's my idea on why people don't make it.
For sure. Thanks for that. Let's talk about treatments, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are the treatments affect? How's that working out for you?
They've been awesome. You know, like I told you, I went from just super old school wrestling. Like I remember when I was in college, like we didn't even stretch at the beginning of practice.
Yeah.
Or at the end. Like we just showed up, wrestled really hard, went to weights in the morning and did it again, and I never really added that to my regimen. You know, and I never really took care of myself, even on as far as like the rest goes. And so, if anything, this has just helped me change like a life routine that I needed to change. And so I noticed things that you guys do, things that help me feel better, as far as my explosion has gone up now because I have a lot more range and motion going on. And I don't have as much pain, or if I do have pain, I can find ways to go around it. You know, and it just makes me take care of my body a lot better. It made me a lot more aware.
Awesome.
Because it's like any car, you know, it can be the nicest car in the world, and if you drive it super, super hard all the time, it's going to break down. So you got to do the adjustments on it. You got to get the oil changes, you got to change the air filter, you got to do things along the line to keep this car running so well. Well, I am the car in this situation, and my body is my job, so I need to make sure that is staying super professional the whole time and getting taken care of, and this has just helped tremendously with that.
Awesome, man. I love to hear that. That's fantastic. Very cool.
Good.
And thanks for having us sponsor you. I think it's just the coolest, man. I love working with fighters. You're a super cool dude.
Thank you.
I mean, you run into some, I don't want to say athletes, people in general that are just, some of them are not cool, you know. So I really appreciate you being a cool dude, you know.
No, I love having you guys here.
Yeah.
It's helped me more than you guys know.
Well, thanks, man.
And also give these guys a call if you have any problems, or even if you don't and you're just looking to treat yourself a little bit. Hit them up. Awesome.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, not a problem.
Cool, guys. We will catch you later. Thanks for watching.